What's up, art boys? Alright, so this is my first, I guess, arty stream. Right now, I'm basically working and stuff for like the podcast thing that I started doing with my friends who are indie developing. I'm gonna be doing like this like frame border thing you see around me, but like branded with the company logo thing. And I'm just starting off like the base file that I used to make the logo and the variants and whatnot. So yeah, the stream itself, I think it's gonna be, yeah, it's called Potato Bits, and Potato Bits is an awesome name that my girlfriend came up on the spot with, so I'm gonna go with that. Let me see. Alright, I hope you guys don't mind. This is how I keep my workspace generally. I'm gonna be doing this through vectors, and I might move on to doing some illustrative type stuff for this, depending on what calls for it. Um, Oh yeah, so I just like to make iterations over and over different things. Get some images from reference and then go that in back. Let me see if I could show you guys this quick reference board that I made. Right, so the main idea is I want like podcasty type stuff as symbols. Let's see, let me just paste it. Yeah. So this is what I'm going with. So my style is more doing this type of thing or this type of thing. So I got like some real reference and some of the stylized ones, and I'll take what I like from it and what I don't like and mishmash it into its own thing. All right, cool. Let me just double check the stream. All right, it's still working really good. All right, so first thing, I think I want to have like a circular sort of feel vibe to it, not like a whole bunch of logos tend to have. So I'm gonna go for starting with circle. Let's see, oh man, cool. Said, let's see. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to just. Oh my goodness, I don't remember what this font is. So I'm gonna have to check what it is. So piedra. All right, cool. So let's do, yeah, just copy paste. All right. Give me a hot second. All right, so I just confirmed just to make sure that I got it right. The name is Potato Bits. So I wouldn't want to spend time making something that's, I guess, that says the wrong thing. So it's potato. All right, let me do that, and then bits. Or just spell it B-I-T-S. Or should I spell it with a Z? Okay, let's try both. See what I like better. Come on. Potato bits. This seems way edgier, so automatically I'm more into it. Alright, cool. So make a copy of this. Like I said, I make copies of everything. Same with this. Potato. See if I remember how to make it follow a path. I mean, we might not even need to make it follow a path. Now that I think about it. Let's see. I remember the easiest way of doing it is to do like a rough sort of circle shape, like that. Alright, make a copy of that in case we goof it up. Let me delete this one because I don't need it. And then let me see. Then it's just stick there. I'm so used to the T for text and all the Adobe programs, it just took me a hot second to remember that it's an A here for A. I don't know what it stands for. Does it save you hover over it? No, it just doesn't. Cool. It was like a copyright sort of deal. Let me see. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm not sure if it's like picking up the path. Maybe you gotta be on like path select mode or whatever. And then do this. Potato, no. Man, it's been a hot second. Check spelling. Oh, that's it. Right. Oh, here's the path menu. Tracinium. Oh my goodness, I just straight up don't remember. Let me see, text and font. Put on path. Yes, that's what I want to do. Oh, okay, so let's do the actual potato. Text, put on path. Click the path, maybe? No. I gotta highlight both. Oh. Got a little bit spooked there by the mobile app, the Twitch mobile app notification. Alright. So let's do text. Put on path. Hey, you got it. Okay, cool. So, wait, okay, so that's how that works. Then maybe I could do it with the perfect circle instead. Let's try it. Paste. You know, in general, I'd say this is a lot of one artist just goofing and gaffing until you get it, or until it works how you want it to work. And it's definitely the same in game art, which is what I'm predominantly doing currently. Alright, so we saw was text and then put on path. Oh, it worked. It's not where I wanted it, granted, but you know, baby steps. Alright, so let's see. Alright, cool. Can I? No. Okay. Am I gonna have to? Alright. Just press the spacebar till it's where we want it, I guess. Okay, so now let me see if I remember this other part, because yes, yeah, it does that. Oh, whoa. Whole bunch of hotkeys being pressed that shouldn't have been pressed. Okay, so let me control copy, control paste. That it did not. Well, it's easy enough to redo if it gets goofed. Right, so let's do. Because I only want the text, I don't want the circles. That no. Maybe I gotta. Oh, I'll probably gotta detach it. That's what it is. Let's see. So now we go to path. Break. I did it. So smart. Alright, so now let's try it with bits and with bits. I am feeling this one more, but I guess we'll see right now how it turns out. So I make a separate. I guess I don't really gotta make a separate circle for this. I'm just gonna break the path anyway. Text, put on path. See, I don't want it to be upside down like that. Maybe I gotta. Let me see. I wonder if I could just rotate it and have it be the right side up. I don't know. Put on path. It's not doing it, man. Let me think. Because there has to be a way, right? So otherwise it just, because I want it to be like, I guess, up-ish. So maybe, yeah, maybe I'm just using the wrong shape. Let me see, because, okay, so these circles, they have fill, right? So maybe I gotta remove the fill. Right, no fill. Solid stroke line, right? And maybe if I, do this, maybe, I don't know. Text, put path. Dang, man. Like, can I? Well, alright. So I'm not in the correct menu. Okay. Bits. Okay, so maybe there's a way to rotate here. Connect the path. Two sections. It's like the first time I noticed some of these things. I mean, granted, I don't use this as much. Like I said, I used to use a whole bunch of Illustrator. I mean, worst case scenario, I just draw my own path. So basically tracing this path so it does the curvy thing that I wanted to do. So that's not a huge issue. I just would like to figure out how to spin and rune it. Is that the way? Okay, okay. Are we? What? What just happened? Okay, text. Follow, remove, convert text. No? Okay. Yeah, maybe not that. Let's go back a hot second. Alright. Let's see, convert the text. Not sure we're flowing to frame this. Oh, cool. Just makes it disappear. So I wanna put it on the passage. Okay, I'm just gonna do it the old way. Alright, so let's make this hella yellow or whatever. Green, yeah. Let's do hella green. Oops. Yeah, let's just follow this path, man. Easy peasy. Oddly enough, so there's this thing called splines in 3D art, and splines are basically vector Bezier curves or whatever, but in 3D space. So, oh man, I can't see what color is my. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Beziers are basically, sorry, what did I say they were called? Point this. There's Bezier curve type deals in 3D space, and it's one of the things that like translated from like doing 2D art, because I used to do a whole bunch of graphic design. In fact, I went to school for graphic design first before I decided to go for game development. Oh yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool how some of those like skills overlap. I mean, obviously not everything, but like fundamentals and things. I guess they do get transferred. All right, so that's a little bit jank, but it's okay because no one's gonna notice that it's jank. I mean, I guess if you saw this video, then you probably will notice that it's jank, but that's besides the point, man. All art's a little bit jank. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Alright, text, put on path. I did the thing. Hell yeah. Alright, so see how this is like more spacing, so I'm gonna mess with the spacing in one of these settings. I'm sure it has to be there. And then we'll go from there. But for sure, I want this bad boy to be in the middle. Ish. I mean, I'm sure we get fixed with the space. So now select that. What is that font size? and spacing. Yes, to 1, 6, 8. Damn, dude. 20. I just don't like the B and the I quite like that. So I might even, I guess, just go manually and rotate it a little bit. But for now, let's do hit it with a 40. Nah, 40 is too much. 30 maybe. I think, yeah, I'm gonna stick to 20, and then I'm gonna rotate this bad boy manually. Text, convert text. That do a thing. All right, that was weird. Let's do. So what I want to do now is come back to a path, so it's easier. Fit object to path, maybe. Hell yeah! All right, cool. So I'm just gonna rotate this bad boy around a little bit. There you go. And now everything should be okay. So let's try and put it together. So I'm still gonna use the circle as my main guy, right? And no, actually I want to use this one. I like this one better. It's way easier to see. Just so we can center our stuff. Oh, yeah, let me... Dang it, dude. Just so used to different shortcuts. Some of the things about switching programs so often, like I'm always switching between like Unreal, Unity, 3ds Max, and all these other things. And all the, like, my brain just, it remembers like one set of hotkeys, and then it's like it works on everything, but obviously it doesn't. Alright, so let's do potato bits. Let's move this one a little bit more up. So I kind of dig this, yeah. Let's maybe rotate it ever so slightly. I'm tempted to just leave it bits with a Z instead of with an S. But I mean, it should be easy enough to replace now that I have this whole thing set up, because I'm gonna do a quick cheat. It's a little bit jank, but it's okay, because all art is jank. Right. So basically, I converted this to like a vectorized form of itself, so it's no longer text. I think I can still convert it to text. Actually, let me try that. I think I'll try that. Let me see, path, text, convert to text. Okay, it doesn't work anymore. So anyway, so since this is all the same size, it's very easy to just do like a hot swap. Path, object to path. Let's get rid of everything we don't need. Okay, this, CDS. Okay, so I'll make this red, so it's kind of easy to see what I'm doing. You know, when I was making a game with like vector graphics, so I usually just layer things on top of each other, and what's it called? I layer things, and then I color code them like this, so they're super easy to see, and they stand out with like the default whatever the background is of the page. And long story short, that's how we ended up with like, I guess, bats that were like all sorts of different hues of red. Turn it back to black. Let's select these two. Object path, union. Did it do? No, it didn't do. Path. Let's do. It should be union. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe something else. I mean, I can always just group it, I guess. Yeah, that definitely still works. Group. And it's a unified thing now. Cool. Alright, so we got the main thing. I guess the font. It might change sizes as we go along. Alright, cool. So now, let's see, we have... I don't think we ever named our character the Potato Man. I don't know. maybe something that I'll bring up during the podcast, which I think is still going on today, but I'm not like 100% sure. See, either way, it'd be good to get this done. So it needs to get done eventually. Okay, so let me group it because that wasn't grouped for some reason. All right. Let me see. Select. Move to layer. So there's a way to like send it to the back of the hierarchy of like the way everything's layers, and you could use actual layers, but I was just never super into that for whatever reason. I mean, okay, so back to Janktown. There's a couple things you can do, right? So right now I copy pasted, so this one goes on top of this one because of the way the hierarchy works. So theoretically, I should be able to cut that, paste it, and then let me see. So with all this, yeah, and then now this is on top of the hierarchy. So we can definitely, I guess I want to copy paste it anyway, just so I can keep working with my variants. You know, eventually my files get kind of big because it's just me doing this type of thing. But it's alright, you know, just clear up space. I have a new hard drive. Right, so let's. Sorry, I don't know. You can't see it, but with my hands, I'm just kind of like covering parts of it, seeing what can get trimmed off. So I'm probably gonna trim off this bottom part. Yeah. So I can now do the other stuff. Okay, paste. So basically, like I said earlier, with this like reference images, I want to have like a microphone and I want to have a headset type deal. So yeah, let's start with the headset. Headset's like the easier shape to do. And I could do something more complex like this, but I honestly much rather do something less complex because visually I find that makes it a lot easier. Like for the viewer. Alright. So basically right now I'm just gonna I'm intersecting the shape so that I can cut them with a path. Push the division. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. So delete that because I'm not sure that's the same size. I'm gonna see. It's very important to always keep reference handy. Okay, so I'm gonna move all this over here so I can focus on the headphone part. So it looks like it's built out of a square. What's rectangle? Yeah. Let's just do rectangle. No, it's not a rectangle. It's like a little bubbly on the bottom, which we can also add bubblies. All right. Okay, cool. So far, so good. We got our base shape. Now, thing about headphones, they're not just round, so they have rectangles. So we gotta, I guess, make sure it's the correct size-ish, because ultimately it doesn't matter all that much. Actually, let me see if I have different shapes available. Ugh, that would have been too easy, of course. So so I might be mistaken or misremembering, but I know Illustrator has like a whole bunch of different shapes you can choose from. So it tends to make it easier when you're doing this like simplifications because just giving that like roundness to it tends to add a whole bunch to it, and so it's not perfectly cut off, right? But it doesn't really matter all that much because no one's really gonna see, and I don't have like that much time today to be working on this. So but you see, now I know it's there. Dang. Okay, so let's just make sure the two of these are lined up-ish. Oh, you know what I think it is? It's probably that. Okay. Let me see. Alright, so I'm just getting... my friend, which we're doing the podcast with and developing the game, he just messaged me, just for confirming about the podcast. Very important to stay in communication in game dev. working on orders, podcast. So I think so far we've been streaming on the what's it called? The actual, or like my friend's personal Twitch, but we do have like a, I guess, company, whatever, um, channel on Twitch. So I'm gonna try and see if I can stream through there and set it up the way he set it up. Now I'll try to. That's fine. I'll just let him know whenever we get on the call. Alright. That sounds good. Today, I was gonna work on. What's I gonna work on? I was gonna keep working on the new environment for the game. Yeah, I was working on that like yesterday till like a little bit late. It happens, right? It's not ideal, but it definitely happens. Alright, so I'm gonna hit it with another one of the jank tricks. So I want it to be perfectly cut off, and the way I'm doing that is with more rectangles. I'm gonna see if I can union this things. Awesome. And I gotta union this things. Path union. Alright. Select both of these. Path. I don't know. Okay. So if I did that right, okay, sweet. So we trimmed off all the fat, and it's more even now. Alright. I like personally doing this whole thing with like negative space. I think it looks a lot cooler, but it just comes down to preference ultimately. Alright, so let's look at a reference on what else it did that I like. So they have this curvy going on. I pointed at my monitor and full well. You can see it. So they have this curvy that I kind of dig, but they also have another circle, right? So something that's cool about pretty much anything art-wise is that you could always just break it down into simple shapes. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have a black circle. I'm gonna have my green circle. And what I'm gonna try and do is center it-ish. I'll try and make it less thick. Center. You'll see right now what I'm trying to do. So basically, the way that I like to work in Illustrator and vectorized programs in general is just layer things and then cut them using the path menus. I don't even remember what they're called in Illustrator anymore. It's been so long. But let's see. So I should be able to do that, right? Sweet. Now we have like a brim, and the reason why I chose this brim over this brim is because this brim is still vectorized and takes like a couple more clicks than just doing it like this. Oh man, that's now might be too thin. I don't know. Okay. So let's just try it out. If it doesn't work, we just add to it. Path, division. Cool. Right. So now we're left with this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's thick enough, man. Okay, for sure this, I'm gonna move it down a bit. Oh, I kind of like that actually, so move this up. Yeah, it's simple enough. And now the next thing I want to do is this little cushion thing over. See if I dig it. If not, it's cool, then I'll just leave it without. Alright, so I'm gonna copy paste. Selection. Oh my goodness, but I don't remember how to rotate things properly. So I think if I do no. So just this. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm oh, it was shift. That's yeah, okay. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so I got that, and holding control. Okay, there you go. That looks good. Is it even? That's the real question. Yeah, I guess it is. I, I think rectangles are probably like the shape that I'm always like busting out for all my problem solving in these programs. Yeah, so I made some cool headphones, but I'm thinking that maybe, yeah, they're gonna be way too big for a little guy here. So maybe, okay, so let's go back, make a copy. Yeah, I'm sure there's some like psychology thing that I'm not sure if I fit or don't fit in. Where it's like, oh, if you make a lot of copies when you work on blank, it's something about insecurities or whatever. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Right, so let's do proportionally smaller. Oh, is the potatoes higher in that? There you go. So that, so that. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure what the solution is. I mean, this. Okay, let's try something a little bit different. I wonder if Control G. Yeah, Control G works. All right, so my friend just messaged me again. Okay, yeah, so we're set for the podcast. So tune in today at 8 at I think it's project_potato. We'll see. I have I have it written down somewhere next time. Let's see. Oh, I don't have water. All right, be right back. I'm gonna give me some water. Oh, okay. Let me see if. Okay, so my audio still picked up. My headphones disconnected right now when I sat down. Oh, clicked the wrong thing, friendo. Alright. So, back to the headphones now that I got my agüita. Oh man. Weird. Okay, so I group these things. I was gonna about to group these. Something that I really do like about Inkscape over the programs is that if I go like this, it's only gonna select what I fully cover, not everything. So it makes it easier to select things. Alright, so let's do. Oh. Let's move these down. Is it N? Okay. Oh, I remember the hotkey. Alright, so you press N and moves things all the way down to the hierarchy. So it's gonna make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so I think this looks good, but I don't like the spacing so far. So maybe I don't know. How does Mr. Potato Head wear headphones? Because that's essentially what I'm doing here. Let me look that up real quick. Mr. Potato Head headphones. You know, I think it's just one of those problems that are too big for any one person or corporation to handle because I haven't been able to see anything with my quick Google search. It's everything but headphones, man. It's weird. Okay, well, back to it. So now I'm just gonna have to jank my way through this part. I don't want it to look stretched out, you know? So maybe you could do. What's it doing, dude? I'm not sure what this is doing. But I don't like it. Okay, so maybe if I do... Okay, so that looks about right. I mean, as far as this part. I don't know about this point. Oh, I'm not gonna have to get rid of my cool Elite Gamer side headphone things. Let's see, I might have to. Let me see if I can just do... Yeah. Yep, back to our good old friend, the square. Okay, let's see how that looks. I guess let me group this. Oh, yeah, path it first. Or not. Oh, I think it's a different. There you go. There's the path. Cut. Cool, that didn't work. You know, I'll think about it. I'll think about it before I do anything drastic. Drastic. For now, what I can definitely do is do a little pad thing with this. So the pad is just kind of, so it goes up a little bit. So I'm just gonna draw it here, very roughly. Yeah, it's just Bezier turn, Bezier turn. Doesn't matter too much. Bezier, right? I don't know. I was saying Bezier that whole time. Alright, cool. Chopin. Let's make it whatever color that is. Path division. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I lost whatever color that was. Path. Nope. So I want what just happened, but the opposite. Wait, actually, what am I even doing, dude? Yeah, just do that. Oh. Alright. So now we got this weird padding. We got a little butt cheek. Alright, so now it's just a matter of hiding the little butt shapes. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's do... Okay. And with that, we should have successfully hit the butt shapes. So now, so just make both of these the same color. Oh, there we go. I mean, you can still kind of barely see the little humpy dumpy, whatever. That's fine. Okay. So... not sure if I'm feeling it, man. Yeah, maybe it was too big, yeah. Yeah, that feels better. And I'm just gonna cut out... I mean, actually just copy the whole thing. So I can have it side by side. So this way that I'm working with like a billion copies of things, it's the exact same way that I work when I'm doing 3D stuff. And that can get memory intensive. For sure, for sure. Let's do this. And the other day I was playing, I mean, if you saw the stream of Apex that I was doing last time, I was playing with my friends. And I don't remember what I was talking about something slightly technical game-wise. And I was just like, you know what I mean? And they're both like, no, we don't know what you mean. We never do. But we support you. It's like that gecko meme. It's just like two lizards looking at you and they're like, oh, what your parents or your grandparents look like, and tell them what you're doing. It's the path. That is 100% not what I want. It's a path. Did it do the do? Cool, man, it didn't. Okay, so Inkscape does this weird thing where it just likes to disappear things on me for some reason. Path to combine. Sweet, okay. So now should be easier to do this. No. Alright, let's put it back together. Combine. Just the path. Okay, I think that finally did what I wanted it to do. Oh, that's not what I wanted it to do. Alright, cool. So now let's see the comparison of which one that I like. So far, I'm leaning towards. I don't know what I'm pointing to. So there's this one and this one. So far, I'm liking this one more. Cool. So let's just move on with that. I declare the winner. There's no one in chat to tell me otherwise. Cool. So let's do that and have it be its own thing. And now the next thing I wanted to do was make the microphone. So I saw there's two different types of microphones. So there's the one that's I guess this shape, this like pill shape, this old-timey one, and then I also have, I don't know if I can show without breaking my entire setup. I have this weird shape. I'm not sure what I would describe it. It's like the end of lipstick in this like groove or whatever. So I don't know. I don't. When I think microphone, I don't think that shape. I think one of these. And I kind of really dig this one because it's just basically Bandai dots, right? So we could definitely mess with that. And again, simpler shape. But the thing that I'm thinking is that your boy here is already a pill shape. So I don't know. Not too sure what I'm gonna do. I guess let me try something like this first. So all that is, it's appears to be two ovals. And then hit him with a square. That's the general shape of this. Yeah, so let's just pass. No, what's the shortcut for combine this? Control K. Cool. So now the next part, let's do. Okay, so yeah, we gotta do. So I can do the one of two things. Either do this black part as the shapes, or do the metal part. That's the things that I'm gonna cut out. So okay, so if I'm looking at it straight ahead, you wouldn't really see these. You'd only see these and that. Okay, so I can look at that. Then that might be the easier of the solutions, because that's just that as this. Let's see. Yeah, I like making these extra long, so I have something to hold on to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so let's do copy. 1, 2. Let's do. I'm not sure if 8 are gonna fit there. At least not the way that I built it thus far. Okay, so let's do. Yeah, it's not out. No, it's. Right, so I have to make this thinner to fit on the initial square shape that I made with like a little bit of extra room. Okay, so I should be able to do the exact same thing on the other side. Cool. So as you can see, that's not even. That's no problem. You know, it's probably originally gonna be streaming with like heavy metal music. It's like the type of music that I'm into. But I gotta say, these DMCA free whatever tunes aren't bad. Disappeared on me. Let's do it. Let's have it crank for now. So these have like circles in them. So let's do that. Yeah, should really refine the shapes of fires when you made your cutouts. Alrighty then, it's being jank, that's okay. I think one of the main things that I like about Inkscape as opposed to Illustrator is that it's free. And it's like one of those things that just like with any other facet of art, like once you learn the fundamentals, you can definitely transfer that over to pretty much anything. Just Control K, there you go. Let's make it black. Alright, so what's what? Let me see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can do 6. Let's make this a little bit chunkier. 1, 2. This little quick tip so that it always lines up. Just overlay the heck out of these things. So that's 3, 5. Alright, so I need one more. So let's do 3 at 6. See now, because I overlaid all these things, it's gonna be a little bit harder to select everything. Okay, so let's do Control K to unify all these things. I'm not sure if that feels right. So let's make it a bit tighter and more centered. Alright, so now let's fix this shape. That's still a little jank. With a good old friend, the square. So, alright. Oh, I didn't even unify them. Alright, so now select all them squares. Hit them with a Control K. I'm just doing Control minus, and skip is just minus. There's like things that just ingrained in my head after like years of schooling using Illustrator. I guess let's do subdivision, break part. Oh, that is not what I wanted, but it works. Okay, so let's do Control K. See, nice and flush. What? It's not even. What? No way. Ah, that sucks, dude. Right, so I guess this wasn't even united. So Control K. So now it's united, and then I can do the whole path thing. Gotta fix that posture. This is one of the good things I think about streaming, that it makes me feel self-conscious about my posture. Let's do cut. Let's break apart. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted at all, dog. Okay. So maybe I gotta still do this union thing first. Because it seemed to remember the different chunks. Okay, you know, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's a learning process. It's not like it's frustrating that I think it's working, but then it's not. Alright, so it's the path. Yeah, let's just do division cut, see what that does for us. Oh, that did what I wanted. Oh, so it turns out it's not the tools, it's me not using them properly. Who knew? Okay, so it has about this much clearance on the top. So I'm not sure if I should do like this circular shape. So no, I think I should stick to the squares in the bottom. Hit it with a rotate. Right. Oh, oh. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. So we just gotta oh, there you go. We snapped it together. Easy peasy, man. And I'm just holding down, so it's way easier to. I mean, it takes a hot second, right? But at least this way, I know for sure, it's aligned properly. Because those things that like you think no one's gonna notice sometimes, but people do notice. So right, I'm gonna look at the shortcut for actually uniting path. Oh, just Control Plus. All right, just do Control Plus. Control Plus. All right, and let's do path. Oh, it only did one at a time. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay. So let's do that. Control Plus. So another one big boy shape. Select the whole thing. Hell yeah, brother. Got that negative space thing going. So one of the, I guess, main things that they hammer in your head about graphic design in general is your logos have to work in black and white, right? So it's why everything's in black so far. Then I'll go ahead and add color. I guess no matter what microphone shape I went to, I was gonna go with the pill shape, huh? Wonder if if that would look good. Okay, let me try something real quick. And this Loki looks like one of those wooden combs you can buy on Etsy. Right, let's do. You know, I appreciate snapping, but sometimes it makes me want to snap. You know what I mean? Alright, let's do path. Oof, but I think that's fine. Should be. Let's do cut and hope it worked, and it didn't. Oh, it's fine. Let's do path. Oh, did I do division or did I do cut? Yeah, see, that's why it didn't work, because I chose the wrong tool. Ugh. Gotta manually select these little blocks. It's one of the good and bad things, I guess, about Inkscape, that you have to select literally the entire shape. Not sure if I'm liking that. Oh, hey, what's up, Rock Candy? I literally just saw the chat. Hope you weren't there for a hot second. Just wait till you get affiliate and I can spam. Yeah, man. I'm all for selling out at this point, because we need them bills. So I don't know if, how long you've been watching. Let me see, so you can call me Robert. Okay, I'll call you Robert because it's super hard for me to remember Rocky Candy. So yeah, so I don't know how long you've been watching, right? But I'm trying to make like a logo for the podcast thing so we can have it like in the background. I got these potato bits, and I'm not sure if to go with bits with a Z because it's edgier or bits with an S. And right now I'm working on the microphone section of the logo. So I want to have like a microphone, so it's like podcast. Do you think I should go with potato bits with an S or with a C? What are you feeling, man? Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna keep working on the microphone. I didn't quite like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. You kind of like to see, all right, let's do this because it's edgier. So we're cool like all the kids. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a very simple mic stand because there's no need to overcomplicate it. This time there's like a lot of other pieces going in. Let's do something like that. Oh, I gotta make it bigger. Is that centered? No, it's not centered. Okay, that's centered-ish. With the edges podcast potatoes. Yeah, man. Edgy potato. I wonder if that could be another thing we do later on. Edgy potato. Do you have what it takes to become a potato? It was selected path, and it was division. It wasn't cut. Yeah. Right. Let's make this a little bit thicker, and let's hit it with another rectangle. And there you go, microphone done, I guess. Let me see. Well, no, I guess since you are here, does it look hard? I mean, it's as hard as anything, right? Like, you just gotta like understand it enough to know where it's janky, and then make the jank work for you. You know, like with Unity, except I guess there's no, I can't buy a mic. Well, I guess I could buy a microphone pack, but I'm an art boy. I make art. I do the things the hard way. So let's control plus. I gotta make a copy before I do come in. All right, control plus to unify the whole thing. All right. So ended up going with this one. Oh, awesome. The true art boy suffering for, yeah, man. That's what's called pain thing, because you're, well, dang, did I mess up the thing? Point is, art is pain. It takes a special kind of person to want to subject themselves to pain like this. Alright, so while you're here, do you think this headphone looks better or this headphone? So I'm kind of leaning towards this one, the one on the left. So edgy, yeah, man. I've been edgy for years. I think I've mellowed out on my edginess, like in my mid-20s now, but I'm still pretty edgy. I think I went more from like super edginess to just doing things I think are fun. The left one looks great. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's the one that I was like planning on going with. So basically, my plan is, let's see. Oh man, that looks bad. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Okay, something like this. Oh, did I keep the pill shape from earlier? No, I didn't keep the pill shape. Dang. Well, that's exactly why I like to work with so many copies of everything, because then I can just go back and, you know, reuse shapes. That's fine. Let's see. So I think what I'm gonna have to do with this is gonna, yeah. So I have to ungroup it. Wait, is it already ungrouped? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to cut it same way that I did this. So start with the square, make it white so it's easy as hell to see. And then mess with the circly boys. So you ready for that that podcast, Robert? We're gonna talk about all the things that we definitely did, not all the things that we forgot to do this week. Okay, so I think I'm gonna change some things real quick. Yeah, so wait, why is that stuck to the, what the fuck? wait a minute. Okay, so I think I was selecting the wrong thing, as you do. I knew it. I knew it was grouped. Alright, so I'm gonna ungroup. Okay, cool. So now it should be K. Yeah. See, last night I was like, oh shit, maybe you skipped this. Nah, bro, we gotta stay consistent. An idea what we're doing this week. I mean, you were gonna try and get the collision in right for the map. I was working just mainly on the map and towers and figuring out how to do the what are they called? The bridge. So it looks aesthetic, and I can just slap textures we already have. I mean, I guess if you didn't get to work with it too much, we could talk about I guess some of the stuff that I did, and then the new people that want to come help us, right? Just talk about how that's super dope. Alright, so let me go back to making the square thing. Let's make this color, because that's super visible. Let me lower the opacity a little bit. Make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, gotta cover everything. Actually, probably want a little bit of extra give now that I think about it. Not that much, but just a little bit. Let me see. I kind of got it working, I think, but I didn't test it other than the instant post. I mean, at least that's a step in the right direction. And I'm gonna be frustrated whenever we're implementing the bridge falling down thing, because the way that I had to build it, it's like plank by plank. But yeah. Although, I will say, I've streamed what, like 4 or 5 times now, maybe. I don't know. I'm not keeping track. And I'm actually getting to the chat on time for the most part. Right? I just didn't see that first one. But, it's progress. Yeah. So okay. So right now, what I'm doing is cutting out. I was making the exact same base shape for the microphone thing, so I can cut it out of the Potato Man. Also, we never named the Potato Man, so what do you think we should name the potato? So I'm not sure what would be a good name. Let's see, I stepped in for a few minutes when she don't. Hey, man. It just be like that sometimes. I don't tell you nothing when you're playing. They get names. Well, yeah, I mean, like the mascot, right? Like, we don't. It doesn't have a name. I think it'd be cool if we name it something. Preferably a pun, but it's cool if it's not a pun. Okay, so now let's see if I can do the cutout thing. Actually, let me save the pill shape before anything else. Oh, so they didn't check my phone. Nah, it's fine, dog. Random name generator? Nah, dog, that's too easy. Because we're gonna get like flip flop of the valley or whatever. We need something that's representative of what it truly means to be a potato, you know? Okay, know what I mean? I gotta adjust this. So then, okay. Adjust that. Path. Division. Cool. Did. Oh my god. Why? Everything's always so complicated with this. I'm not really feeling it. I might just like someone make a copy of this, and then we could probably just cut this out. Oh, I should do. No, I think I can just do this. Path. Position. Okay, so you're bad with names, and you'll probably use a random name generator for each other. Nah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna name it something weak, like Astolfo or whatever that character was called. I know for the longest time, I wanted to like if I had children, I want to name it something like cool, like Gogeta when I was like little. But I don't think that would go over well. Let's do divisions. Cut this out. I'm not sure, man. I feel like I'm just massacring this poor potato man at this point, and I'm not quite sure which direction I want to go in. I mean, I guess I could also try. Sorry, make another copy. I could try something else. So I could have just the microphone on top of the potato man. It looks weird. Oh, you know what? That's what I do. Use the pill shape. See, Lamau DBC names for kids. Then my children will never be good enough to be Astolfo. Okay, so I'm not sure if you want to type in S8s, but what's an Astolfo? And like from what anime, or what does it do, or why is it cool? Hit me with that deepest lore. See, I think you should just Google it, image search. I mean, I guess I can. Probably won't do it on stream just because I'm scared. But yeah, I guess I can. That's so black. Ooh, that's like a deep. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. And then we do like a silver. Yeah, okay. That looks roughly metal color. So let's try that instead. See how that goes. Control G. Oof, that's instantly way better. I like it so much more. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Me. I think the opacity still. Yeah, it's not full. So let's do something like that. Okay. So now it should be okay. See. I'm not sure there's any like DBC names that would actually be okay in the real world. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess maybe Gohan, right? Does it sound to it? But there's a lot of things you gotta think of, right? Like, how are other kids gonna weaponize your kid's name? Because that's gonna happen regardless, right? You don't wanna give something that's too easy. You gotta make them at least think. Alright, so we got us the mic. What's that thing I was gonna do? Oh yeah, so I was gonna do this. And I was gonna do a cutout, like circular. Yeah, I was gonna do that. Let's do that. Oh, is this? Yeah, let's group together. Ungroup. Path. Vision. Alright. I mean, yeah, that kind of works too. I guess now we just gotta put it all together and see how that looks. Actually, let me look up just DBC names real quick. DBC names list. Oh, okay. Totally typed in the wrong thing. So Dragon Ball Z normal names. Yeah, no, there's no normal names. You're right. Okay, so I'm liking this one the most so far. So I think I'm gonna move on to adding color do the headphone part. I'll just do gray. Yeah, I like gray. Unless I welded it together like a smart boy, then it's gonna stay all black. I guess I can change the color of that to yeah, that's fine. Boom, color. Cool. Send me control copy, control paste, group, and I move it over to all this fun stuff. Let's do. So I probably want to do a thick circle. What's that? I think that. You like the silver one? Yeah, that's like I'm guessing you're referring to the microphone. I'm not sure, but if you are, I like that one too. The one that I like the best. Alright, so we're gonna go potato bits. Just keeping with the Dragon Ball Z theme, right? Select. I wonder if I get them to. I'll probably do it like in the other software I use, but to get them to look all neon E. Okay, so that's fine, but I gotta make this. It's a good. Not just the black. I'm gonna change these to yellow real quick. Oh, that's too bright. To gray. No, that's red or whatever that is. Okay. Let's see, what's the green circle for? Oh, so that's just a template that I was using so that I could follow the path of the vector image. But I'm thinking I'm gonna end up doing like I can just say right now. Be easier to explain. Black and ooh, black's not a good idea because everything else is also black. Could do another gray, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta play around with the colors. Control copy, control paste, and then do something like. And it's another color that goes good. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this. I feel like it needs a little bit more work to look alright. And these I would probably just do. Yeah, turn these black real quick. Then turn these red. So you can have an impromptu drop shadow, and then I'll could possibly add glow on them. I'm not sure if I'm feeling the circle. That looks clean. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I still gotta figure out what I want to do for the backdrop of it, because ideally it's like this, and then we can have like a big our tiling potato stuff in the background. I guess in the background of the background, and but this is the centerpiece, right? So ideally that's what we go with. Okay, so what else is it gonna do? Do you have any suggestions for what I should do? Like these colors instead of grays? Because I'm not feeling the grays. So just look up real quick. Complementary colors. Okay, cool. So let's do. So right now I'm getting reference for the complementary color wheel because it's super helpful to have around when you're messing with color. There you go. And then we can just color pick it from there. Gray MB. Oh, you know, it's like, oh, okay. For whatever reason, my brain was like, gray MB. Is that a shade of gray that I don't know? So you like the green. All right, we could do the green. I don't know, man. It's not sure about the green. I think it just clashes too much with these. I think maybe also the shade of red is probably not what I'd want to go with. Let's try that for now. No, it's like red. Okay, so you like gray. Alright, cool. So let's do. Was this? This was darker gray, right? Yeah, all right. So let's do. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm gonna do some variants until I'm happy with it. And if I can't find anything else that I'm happy with, then just hit it up with what's it called? With the gray, because we know the gray works. Right. So this is yellow and purple. All right, so let's try yellow. Let's try purple. I mean, no, not feeling that one. See, blue and orange. Let's fuck it up with blue. Give me a. I mean, it's orange E. I don't know. What can I just do? Hell yeah. Okay, I don't like the color, but hell yeah, about the color picker. Uh, hmm. It's just I'm not sure. Is there something like I feel like we got something here, but like it's not quite coming together. Okay, so what if I do like a dark gray, almost black on the outside, and then we do okay, yeah, let's just try the primaries. Red, nah. Yellow, maybe. Blue, nah. Okay, let's hit them up with the tertiaries. Ooh, purple. Purple coming in clutch. Oh, that looks good though. I like that a lot. I mean, make this smaller. And then I can get rid of these. I could just have straight up that. Oh. I feel like something should be. Let me think. Okay, so I have an idea. Let me see if it works. So copy paste. Let's hit it with that divide. Where's the division? There we go. And right. So if I'm correct, this should look pretty dope. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do. Okay, so maybe maybe I should have just dragged the font with me, but otherwise, see. Okay, yeah, that was working so far. Let's do that. Oops. Let's hit it with. Is it home to bring it to the front? Yeah, there. Still remember some of these shortcuts. Shortcuts. I'm not. I don't talk to them. All right. So I feel like that's cleaner. I still think I could probably do something with this outer brim. Not entirely sure what. Let's try like a lighter. I think the issue with like lighter colors is then this sort of gets lost. Huh. I mean, yeah, we just leave it like this dark gray, and then I'll just take it over to Krita and do the glowy effects on this. Let's see. Dude, yeah, shortcuts save lives. I mean, kinda, right? Because like I mess them up a lot because I'm not thinking; I'm just doing it automatically. So I have like shortcuts for like Max, Unreal, and all those things like in my head. So I'm trying to do it like on this program that does different things. So I'm gonna say like I kinda save lives. All right, just let me delete this, man. Come on. Right, so let's do. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ungroup this whole shebang. Oof. Alright. Yeah, let's ungroup. Let's ungroup. Oh no way! All the damn. I I don't know why I'm surprised I'm the one that like did all this. So let's cut the parts we don't need out. So I'm gonna group. Just do the microphone part. Path, division. Okay. It's not doing the thing. Shortcuts are fading me. Okay, so maybe I also have to ungroup this part. Let me see. No, I don't want that. Come on. So select the microphone. Select this block. Path. Division. Why isn't it working, dude? What am I doing wrong? So yeah, it's is it still some sort of grouping going on? Okay, so now for sure. Is this how most of your streams go, Robert? Just clicking back and forth until something happens, and hopefully it's what you want. My division. Oh, I did it! I did it! I'm a genius. I was genius the whole time. Nothing but in the program until some programmer said it. Yeah, man, that's like by far, I think, the best advice I've ever given. You know, if you have an issue, just throw programmers at it. That's all you need. Okay, so now that we cut off the excess, I'm gonna save these real quick. Cool. And I'm gonna probably copy paste that in a bit. Like I said, just leave it here while I figure out how to stream with Krita. Cam frame. Oh, also, while you're here, so yeah, basically the work streams are rough. Dude, yeah, man, I feel like working on games and all this stuff has been glamorized, but there's like a lot of this, just going back and forth, goofing and gaffing. I haven't done one all week, honestly, because it's hard to do the grunt work. Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm not sure. Oh, you can see my stream, so it's fine. So the little frame thing that I made for myself, I'm gonna try and make one for like that's Project Potato branded, so I could just switch in and out whenever we're in streams, and I'll give you a copy so you can also have it there. Yeah, I got the correct size formatting going on, and I'm gonna use like the tiling potato pattern or whatever that I made a while ago. I'm just gonna need at some point your what's it called, your Twitter handle or wherever people contact you, so I can just do @ and then whatever it is. Kind of like how mine says @thebeefdev or whatever. But yeah, so I was gonna figure out how to do move the OBS. I think I already have a scene for Krita. I'm not 100% sure, but if not, that's cool, man. Okay, so let me see if I could just move this to YouTube microphone, Streamlabs. Damn, I don't know why it doesn't like just consider Krita a full, I guess, programmer or whatever. It makes it a lot harder. I wonder if I could mess with the game capture one, maybe. Escape. Yeah, dude, nothing's like picking it up. That's so weird. Maybe this one. Oh, did it? Ah, sweet. Alright, cool. I haven't done one all year. What was that? Oh, okay. So basically, what I said is that So besides doing the logo, I'm gonna try and do like a frame overlay thing, like what I got going on here. With this like Project Potato branded, so it'd be like the tiling texture that I made, and then potatoes or whatever. And he's gonna have at whatever wherever you like to be contacted. So I would need whatever that is for you. Like for me, it's at the beef there because I use Twitter a whole bunch. But yeah, I mean, I want to also work on it on stream, so you stick around long enough. If that didn't make sense, I'm sure it'll make sense. Alright, so let me switch over to Krita real quick. Well, yeah, it's fine. I just switch. There you go. Sweet. So this is the frame that I'm making, and right now what I'm gonna be doing is doing the super dope glowy effect, as I like to call it. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't speak. Let's do inches. Oh, it's not even showing like the little menu of what I'm out here doing. Let's do. I'm just making the canvas size so that I can. There you go. It's a new one. So I'm gonna copy paste things and do the glowy effect. You only use the Project Potato Insta and my personal one. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. Okay. Let me write that down real quick because I'm gonna forget. And I'll write it on the Project Potato font that we've been using. What pieces for people to contact me? Yeah, so I'm just double quadra making sure. It would be easiest at the add Rocky whatever you gave me. I'm assuming yes until you say otherwise. Rock. I misspelled it. I put Roku. Rocky 5151. Pretty cool. Dude, why are you named Rocky Candy? I don't remember. Was that like a thing we came up with in this DC? Or are you just a huge fan of the Rocky movies? Okay, so I copied. So now I have the ads. You're Roku now, yeah. So you're never gonna work on my TV no matter what I do. Alright, so let's do some dope ass glows, man. I think I might be able to mess with some textures and add like metal textures and play with that, see if I like it. Well, we'll see right now. Oh. Cool. So that's fine. Alright, so let me do a little bit smaller than that. Rocky was a nickname from a friend. I remember knew it had something to do with Moritz because I remember it was Candy for you. What was mine? Was it Mr. Luscious or something like that? I don't know. Been a hot second. Figure cam. Ooh, you're gonna do VTubing? Hell yeah, man. I've been wanting to mess with it, but like the software then makes it easier. Like it has like a 30-day trial period or whatever, which I'm sure I could figure out within those 30 days, but I don't know. Actually, it seems like a lot less work to just show my ugly mug. Do I know how to do VTube? I mean, conceptually, because I looked it up because I was curious about it, so I kind of know some things, but I still have to do like a whole bunch of trial and error and see how that goes, if that makes any sense. So let's select. Let's do that color. And this color. Let me do light. Okay. Why isn't it doing the... Okay, there you go. Now it's doing... Oh no, is it the other way around? Yeah, it's the other way around. So right now what I'm basically doing is setting up the base colors, and then I'm gonna add a whole bunch of like blur and whatever, and it gives it that glow effect. Let me see. And it was Dr. President Professor Egg. That's the best stripper name. I have a cute anime girl for mine, but my cam wasn't in the mailbox. So I hope mom. Oh, dude, I would suck if it was stolen. Wait, so they already have like a anime whole thing going on? Because if I understand correctly, basically you need like a full portrait of them, or even I guess to the chest or whatever. And then you gotta like I guess rig it the way you would like 3D assets, but in a 2D plane, so it still has bones and deforms. I'm not sure like how the pixels deform in that, because I haven't messed with it too much. Right? I mean, at all really. I just looked into it, but it'd be cool. I would definitely be down for messing with it if you buy the software. Okay, so let me see. Feather shrink selection. Let's do 6. Not anymore. Select. Shrink selection. Let's do another 6. I guess alright. So now gotta do the almost white red. So this looks a little janky. It actually needs to be whiter than that, so that it works properly. There you go. Does it have a 3D? Oh, so you have a 3D model, just a 2D model? Yeah, that's I have this thing called Face something or other. Let me see. It's on Steam, and this face rate. I think it's not supported anymore, but it's supposed to be like if you rig a character properly so you can make a move. And I was gonna use it for one of the alien busts that I made to try and like animate it without really animating by doing like I guess live mocap. But I'd never get around to it. So I got busy with other stuff. Control E. Now let's merge these down. Okay, it also helps if I do a black background. Alright. That'll be filter, caution. Let me see. What I have to do model. So okay, what's Vroid or Vroid Studio? Is that like a pack that you bought, or is that just like a what's it called? I don't know, brand or thing? Okay, be too bright. Alright, I feel now I'm reaching the sweet spot of the glowy. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna make a copy of this. Yeah, that way I have 2 of them, and I can add some extra glow in the top of the actual project potato. I said to create a 2 thing that I use the free model, customize it. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Do they have anything besides, like anything else other than anime things? And can you download the mesh? So I'd be super interested in like downloading the mesh and seeing how it works. Let's do filter, blur, caution. Right. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right, I think, for how much I wanted that to be a thing. Slow the opacity a bit because you don't want it to be too blinding. Then move this one up. Make another copy just in case. Oh, didn't make a copy. Make a copy just in case. And I do filter, blur, caution. Okay, so there you go. So I want something like this that looks like it's emissive from the inside. And then I'll just tone it down a little bit. You can still get that like inner glow or whatever. See, I think you can take it into Blender and mess with it, but I'm not that skilled. Yeah, but it's like one of those acquired skills. No one is like naturally good at those things. At least I hope. Okay, so let's make another adjustment real quick. I'm curious to see how it's gonna look if I do that. Oh wait, did I not? Does this not have anything on it? No, I guess not. Pressed the wrong button. This is the issue with like not labeling layers, so you can get real messy real fast. I guess let me just color pick real quick. Do a new layer. Okay. So okay. Control A. I'm not sure which I'm a fan of more. This. I think I like this one a little bit more. Maybe you just need to do it more of that. Glow, but not as much as the other one. I'm not sure. Which one do you think you prefer? Like this or like this? It's a very subtle change, so it doesn't really matter. You know, I think I'm gonna go with this. Are you gonna shower and stuff? Be back later. All right, man. Good to have you here. Catch you later. I guess at 8. Bye. I'll try to this good. Okay, yeah. That sounds good. Let's do the first one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go with the first one. And I'm just gonna collapse all the layers and hope for the best. Alright. I wonder if I could just do that and paste it back into Inkscape. Let me see. No way I can. Awesome, dude. Alright. So let's map back to Inkscape. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so it turns out I could just copy paste it, so I didn't really have to do the export thing that I usually do. So that's dope. Alright, so let's do Project Potato. Oh, it's Potato Bits, not Project Potato. Okay, so let me make a copy of this. I might even take this whole thing to Inkscape and then artsy it up a bit more, you know? So I'm gonna delete this and this, bring this to the front. Ooh, it's starting to look professional. It's dangerous. Cool. I guess I could do like a gradient on this background element. Let's see. How do you do gradient on Inkscape? Is that it? Yeah, hell yeah. Right, just do that. How do I select the colors that I choose? Okay, so it's black and white now for some reason. Just do something like that. And then I'm hoping I can change colors here. Not sure what that did. Being real 100. So I like this sort of gradient going on so far. We're just gonna. There we go. Yes, I think this is where the changing. Is it? I don't know. Okay, so I mean, that looks kind of cool, honestly. Ooh, okay, so jank time. So this turn the opacity a bit. Let's hit it with a control copy. And okay, and now we just mess with, oh, that's not what I wanted to mess with. Yes, so this is the base one we got, and then I like this one because it introduced a little bit more depth or whatever. Let's go with that. Should we just also give this a gradient? I don't know about that one. Let's do something like that. I honestly have no clue how to change the actual colors. Create a material. Maybe if I just color picker. Oh, that is how that works. Okay, cool. So let's do this. And then let me see. Okay, so yeah, let's just go back a hot second. Let's make this completely black. And let's do the gradient thing again. But this time we know what we're doing, kind of. So, okay, well, I mean, ooh, I don't know if I want, because does it all need to be dark now so that it fits? Because of the glowies. Not sure. So how about, so first off, I want to get like a drop shadow thing going just in case. Let me see. So this was like this gray, I want to say. Okay, let's make this black. Let me move my stream setup thing so I can look at the chat. Okay, so let's go back to this. Set that to home. Oh man, I like the one in bits. I don't know about the one in potato. Because I mean, it is the same now. Alright. I still feel like we're missing something. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's just white lines that we should add in there. Let's try it out. Hit me with that full opacity. Hey. I don't know what I'm trying to like. I guess this is what I perceive streamer talk to me, and I'm just like, yeah. Access to. Oh, that's where I went wrong. So here, I think if I do, I mean, I don't remember how to just change the fill. Because the fill right now is black, right? And I want a white fill. So stroke paint. Oh. Cool. How do I change that? Let's do that, right? And then my stroke. So no fill. Definitely have a stroke. Out of context, that sounds kind of bad. Okay, so if I click here, let's see. Click to self-fill, shift click. You know, one of these days I'm gonna learn how to read. And once I do. Alright, so stroke's too thick, so let's put it in a tight. Let's do that. Copy, control, paste. Oh man, it's so hard to see. Ah, that looks kind of cool. So let's do that here. Let me think. So I need control copy, control paste. Right? So I need this to work like that. Okay, oh, okay, I got it. So I do this, control copy, paste. Right? I delete the circle. Oh, that kind of looks cool too. So let's do Control G. Ooh, that's trippy. Real trippy. Alright, so let's have this and this. I'm gonna use this without. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I'm more into anymore. Okay, so let me do another one of these good old variants. There we go. Oh no, my cool glowy effect. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably decide off stream when I want to ask my girlfriend what she thinks and go from there. But honestly, after all that, I think I'm leaning towards this. So now let's do another test, right? So let's see. You probably can't see what I'm typing in, but I'm trying to go to where I have a file of. So I made a tiling texture. It's just a repeating pattern. With the logo in mind, so if you use on their website, projectpotato.com. Anyway, so I have that one of my files, and the plan is to have that as the backdrop, right? And then have this in front of it. Let's see. Logo turn in, logo variants, marketing. There you go. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I feel like I should read those more. But I'm just like, okay. Right. So the beauty about repeating patterns is you can do this. Right? And it's goes on forever. If you do it right. If you do it wrong, then, you know, it's not as easy. Oh, it just feels good. I don't know why it's not actually unifying them properly. Oh, it is. Oh no, I did it wrong. Well, that's a whoops. It's like I can definitely fix that later, but not right now. Alright, so it's give or take right how big a screen would be. Does black work with that? Gray. Yeah, sure, why not? Control G and Control G. So more copies. Yeah. So I feel like I'm making copies as if somebody was paying like per copy. So a little bit of water spilled. I'm just waiting to see it on the chat because it has like a little delay. See, oh, here it comes, here it comes. See how bad they look on cam. This is just barely a drop, it's fine. I mean, Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so wait, didn't I group this whole thing? Control G. And I'm gonna have to regroup everything just to make sure. No, this is grouped. Is this grouped? Yeah, it's still grouped. So let's copy, paste all these bad boys, and try them out. See what works. Alright. Oh man. Yeah, man. My computer's like screaming internally. Why? Out of all the ways you could do it, why are you doing it like this? Because it just be like that, computer. I'm sorry. Alright. See, if we choose this one, we're gonna have to have like a black square over it so that it's a little bit more muted. Because right now it's just all over the place. Alright. Cool, alright, so let's do our best friend ever, the square. With no stroke, but a fill. Let's make it black. Yeah, let's lower the opacity first, I guess. Ah, that's a good way, and then I'll push it back afterwards. Okay, something like that looks good. And then I'm gonna group these bad boys, send them back. Oh, or just send one back, I guess. Yeah, I think that looks good. I don't know, I'm still like not super sure, man. These two, ooh, okay. Yeah, that way the glowies really stand out. Yeah, I like that. I like that a whole bunch. I mean, this one's not bad either. Or even this one. Oh, that would probably add more depth to it. Or whatever. But, alright. So let's call this part of the project done for now. And then we just figure out... I'll reformat it and resize it and all the things I gotta do. Once I decide which one's gonna be the winner. Oh, man. Okay. So the other thing I was gonna do is do the streamer frame. So, alright, let's do that. Let me just switch the stream so it goes to the other program. See, there you go. Sweet. Okay, so basically this is the correct measurement. It's what I did for myself. Let me just put all this stuff in a group before I forget and mess something up. So group, quick group. Did it do? Oh, sweet, cool. Alright, so we can go from there. So now I know roughly the dimensions are, I guess what I'm using that fits with this camera aspect ratio is this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for this part, and I don't think I'm gonna have it as glowy because I just like the glowy aesthetic. In fact, see, is it gonna show up good during the daytime? Not sure. I mean, it looks alright. Yeah, that's not. I mean, it has that cool little, I guess, effect. So why not? Let's leave it on. Okay, so I wanted to, as a base, use that Italian texture and basically do the same here. Let's see. So I could whoa. not what I meant to do. Okay, so let's lower the opacity so I can kind of see what I'm working with here. Okay, so I could definitely just straight up cut it the way that I need it. Whoop. Alright. Alright, so let's make a copy of this. Crank up that opacity. No, actually, don't crank it up. I need to be able to see. I could just do the whole, just, you know, empty, wasted space though. So, okay. Anyway, okay, so I want to cut it off here, I guess, and then here. So, if I did it correctly, shouldn't be too bad. Okay. So I think the main difference is that oh, I just had a brain fart, dude. Cause I could just cut out the shape from the original, but there's no reason why I would do it otherwise, I guess, other than to flex on myself, I guess. All right, let's do. Well, that's not what I meant. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do a copy. That is the beauty of tidying textures like that. Oh, it just fits together so nicely. So let's do the opacity in these bad boys. What? It didn't do it on this one. I guess I should probably merge it first. Anyway. Okay, so give or take. Let me see how this looks. Let's turn off my super duper neon glowies. Crank this up. And allegedly, right, my face will be here. I'm not sure how I feel about it, man. Just trim it a little bit more. I mean, I'm sure that's even-ish, right? Finish. Oh, let's turn on the glowies and see if. Oh, yeah, that's actually. Let me. I'll do that before I do all this super duper trims. Yeah, and then just trim it accordingly to my glows because I know this already works. Big brain. Alright. Oh wow, this isn't enough. So let's do this. Okay. So now that we have this, let's turn off the glowy again. Yeah, it's not bad. Control A. Then I'll just have a little geometric shape thing going on. So Control A, Control Shift A. Yeah, that's Control Shift A. I need to remember what the shortcuts are to like deselect and stuff. Let's make a brand new layer. Let's do we have a box shape. They do, yeah, cool. What is that? Oh, right, because it's based on whatever. Yeah, I don't like that though. Don't think I like that. So let's do something like here. Why not? Oh, keep it straightish. Oh my god. Let me just change this too because it's getting on my nerves. Okay, cool. Whoa. whole bunch of things are going on. Let's do right so it feels nice and crisp. Not sure how I feel about that. I definitely don't like it, but you can trim it. Just trim. Although I do like the bubbly, so maybe I'll go back and add bubblies. It doesn't seem even, but I know it should be, because I haven't rotated my canvas. I think. Oh no! Dang it! Right, so let's deselect this. Right. Cool. So now let's move this from this layer, because I don't want to mess it up. Now we can do that. Do vertical. That's not what I meant. Oh, I guess either way, gotta make a copy of it. Is that what I wanted to do? I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, so I should be accurate. So mirror vertical, nope. Mirror horizontal. Yep, yes, that's the winner. Okay. Wow, what should we put for? I mean, I guess it doesn't really have to have a pattern type thing, although it could. And then we just muted how we muted the other one. Let's try that actually. So let's make a copy of this bad boy again. XME. Whoa, alright. There's a whole bunch of things. Did weird things, so let's do another duplicate. Okay, let's do Control E. Select this, go to this layer. Select inverse. I'm pretty sure it's Control I, but I'm not sure. Control Shift I. That's what it was. Alright. And now let's do another one. Select these. Make a blank layer. Get a triple kill with the black color. Alright. So let's make that opacity lower, but you can still kind of tell what's going on. You know, I'm playing around with the ideas of having like little thingamabobs here, the way that I do in my own streamer box, cam, whatever. I'm not sure if it needs it. I think I'm just digging the whimsicalness of the pattern. Okay, so I got that down, so now I'm gonna go back to Inkscape real quick and then copy the socials just to make sure that they're working. Not even sure what this is capturing. Alright, so these are the socials that I'm going to be using. So this is mine at the beef left, and this is my programmer friend that's also making the game with me. So let's do okay, Control cut so you can separate these. Oh cool, we're not doing that. That's cool, man. Flatten layer. So Control copy. There you go. Have to flatten her first. Alright, so let's do mine because you know I'm the one doing them. I think white would probably pop out a whole bunch, so let's do another layer. White. Control Shift A. And then do that impromptu drop shadow. Boom. Okay, so let's do that. Control E. Probably should have made a copy of this, but whatever. I'm living wild today. Cool. I like that. It's pretty good. If yeah, probably test it while I'm once I do Roberts. Okay, so let's do candy. All right. Okay, so move that up a little bit so it looks nice and clean. Actually, we need this one down, and then the one that's gonna go above it down. We gotta move it a little bit. All right. Control Shift A. Oh, pressed the wrong thing. Right. Just moving this with the keypad. Control E to merge the layers. T. So you get control again. And there we go. That's pretty much it. All right, so let's test these out. I'm gonna test mine out, of course. What is this? All right, the first one that I was trying to do. All right, let's do file, save as. Okay, just making sure you can't see all my files. Frame 3, save. Okay, so I think that's saved as this file format, whatever it is. I think it's KRA or something along those lines. Now let's save it as a PNG. Face cam frame 3, save. Cool. All right, now let's mess with OBS while I'm streaming. Ooh, getting real brave here. All right, see if it works. Bruce. Oh, and it works. Heck yeah. Should I move something with these? I mean, I guess I could cut it off so it's more angular. I'll think about it. For now, this is more than serviceable. So now back to your regularly scheduled spikies. There you go. Done. Alright, so now that I saved those, then I can just send it to Robert. That's pretty much it. I mean, I got. Well, I guess I should set up the 1920. Let's do that real quick. So file, new. Let's do 1920 by 1080 because that's setting regular monitor size. Well, I guess resolution. You know what I mean. So let's do the. Well, actually, before I forget, because I'm definitely gonna forget. Let me export Roberts out. File, save as. Frame. Robert. Okay, cool. So I exported that out. Now let's go back to our 920 and let's drop our tiling texture. All right. So this is I think it's a 2048 texture. I'm not too sure. I guess we'll see right now. Let's say yes, 2040 by 2048 like pixels. That's basically 1K, what you use for low textures in the game. And I just, for whatever reason, I'm more comfortable doing that instead of doing like a regular measurement. Well, I guess, oh, you know what I did? Because I was doing tiling textures, and I've only ever really done tiling textures for games. All right, so we got that down. Now let's go back some of the logo stuff that we had earlier. So I think I'm just gonna save the 3 variants, and And that way, just have them on standby, and I could just send whichever one. So I'm probably gonna take a break after this. Alright, that's the first logo. That's the second logo. And that's the third logo. I mean, I guess they're all variants. You know what I mean? Right, so let's do... So I know I needed the black background to mute out the rest of this for one of these. So paint bucket tool. Yeah, something like that, so it looks more muted. We don't need this one. Oh, they all paste on the same. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I like struggling. I like it when things don't work the way that I think they're gonna work. Alright. Ooh, that looks spooky. Did it? Okay. So do that. Let's go to. Okay. Let's copy the second one in a different layer, hopefully. Alright, and then let's do the other one. I'm not sure I like that green anymore. I think I like the darker one better. No, we'll see. We'll see what works and what doesn't, I suppose. Alright, so that's all three variants. So let me just size them up properly. Alright, that's one. Which is this one. So far, I think this one's my favorite, but the other one's also kind of growing on me. So I'm definitely gonna need some input from my friends and stuff, and my girlfriend. See what they think, and then I can make a decision. I actually kind of like it with all of it muted, because yeah, otherwise it's too strong. And it takes tension from the main thing we should be this. Alright, so let me export these real quick. What should we call this logo variant? Let's do call them, I guess I'll potato bits background. Let's name it really creatively potato bits background 1. Let's save it as a JPEG. All right. Cool. Let's do file, save as, same deal. It's a PNG. I don't think I saved the file, but I made a whole bunch of other ones that like, you were back, we're streaming soon, or starting whatever. And that would have been super useful to just have on standby. But I learned my lesson. The lesson is save even when I think I'm not going to use it again. Alright, so that's the second one. And that's the third one. Save as. Potato 3. Oh, alright. So yeah, I think that about does it for this type of work that I wanted to get done today. And it's already at 5:16. I usually stop around 5:30. Although I do usually start way earlier. Today I couldn't because I had stuff to do. Which is, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So I got to chill in the morning, play a whole bunch of Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stream later on today. For sure, I'm gonna do the podcast, and it's about an hour long. And so I'm probably gonna spend some time trying to set up from the official Party Potato, whatever. It's streamed the way that I like it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for stopping by. All you guys to stop by. If you have any comments or you want to say howdy at any point, just feel free to say howdy. Yeah. Catch you guys later. Peace. Dude, I keep peacing out too soon. Before I like figure out where the button is to end stream. Okay. Now.